Welcome to ACC.12. I'm Dr. Randy Martin with CardioSource Video News. And you know, the ACC has a very active political action committee, and primarily through the action of my guest here, I'm pleased to have join me right now Dr. Bo Walpole. Bo, you're the chair of the ACC's Political Action Committee.
That's right, Randy.
Thanks, Bo, for joining me. Tell me a little bit, you were at the inception of this, isn't that correct? Tell me a little bit about its history.
Yeah, well, this organization is 10 years old now, and we started as an organization to try to get cardiology a bigger voice with Congress. So we've done this through the Federal Election Commission rules by creating a political action committee. All the funds are publicly knowledgeable on the internet, and we've just pushed on to try to develop relationships with Congress.
And Bo, you've been very successful. It's one of the largest, is that correct?
Yeah, we've now gone into the top 10 medical PACs in the country. We went over $1 million for the congressional cycle, this last cycle, which is the first time in our history.
Bo, you know, some of the viewers might not know, what does the PAC do? What's the significance of the PAC?
Yeah, I think it's important that ACC members understand what their money goes for. We use this money to support candidates for Congress and sitting congressmen who support issues that are important to the practice of cardiology. So we have relationships by visiting them in Congress in Washington, in their district offices, and we develop those relationships so that we are their experts, if you will, in questions about cardiology.
So not only you have it's a bi-directional relationship, is that right?
Absolutely, and not only with the congressmen, but with their staffers as well.
Which are the key, oftentimes the key people. But what are the big issues facing our PAC and the whole advocacy thing from your standpoint?
Well, I think getting the word out that this is the Federal Election Commission legal way of influencing Congress on important issues.
It's a legal way of doing it.
That's right. And this is the best way to do it, because if you as an individual voter contribute to a candidacy, there's a certain amount of money that you can contribute.
Right.
But when you pool your money with your colleagues, it has a bigger impact. And I think, as you saw, Jack Lewin has now spoken before Congress twice this year and is on schedule to testify again. So it's really gotten us a seat at the table.
Bo, you've been so active for so many years, and you're celebrating the 10th anniversary of the PAC. I'll have two questions for you. What do you think's been the biggest accomplishment, and then what do you see going forward?
Yeah, well, we certainly have had a voice in a number of issues on healthcare reform. Now, obviously, there's a lot of issues there, and many more to take on. I think we're beginning to get the word out as well to the membership that this being a part of the PAC is really part of your duty as a cardiologist. It's not just a donation like to a charity. This is part of what we have to do. This is how we get our voice out. This is how we influence the members of Congress to look at issues, to deal with cardiac issues, and to understand them. You know, many people in Congress have no idea about cardiology, and we have to educate them on what's important.
And Bo, so you've been active here for 10 years, and you've done a great job, and the PAC has done a great job. What do you see if you look forward 5-10 years from now? Where do you want the PAC to be and its impact to be?
Well, I think the biggest impact we'll have is that we all know, obviously, we're going through a transition now in looking at quality of care and figuring out the most efficient, cost-effective way to deliver that care. Congress is having a hard time coming up with those answers. I don't think they can without some input from all of the medical community. Certainly on cardiac issues, we want to have that voice.
If you had a quick take-home message for all the people, all the members watching it and everybody else, what would it be?
Well, no doubt. I would say come and participate. You don't have to donate a lot of money, but become a member of the PAC. Get your voice heard, and then get involved. It's really a lot of fun to go sit down with your congressman and have a conversation. You'll just be amazed how much you'll learn.
It's fabulous. Well, I appreciate all you've done. You've done a great job for the PAC, and we encourage each of you to get active with the PAC, and tune in because we'll have more information coming to you from ACC 12.